All right, so here he is, the biggest superstar in mixed martial arts history, former two-weight champion, the notorious Conor McGregor. And now, DC, the question beckons, in what form will we see Conor here in the UFC tonight?
You know, even if you're not the biggest Conor McGregor fan, even if you're on the opposite side of the octagon with him, as I was when he fought Khabib Nurmagomedov, you still get excited about this. You still feel the emotion that comes with watching Conor McGregor fight, because you always understand that it is a massive moment in the sport. Conor makes a walk, the world tunes in, and we're all here for it.
And I know he spends a lot of time at the Black Forge Inn, but he also spends a lot of time in the gym, and he believes he is going to shock the world tonight with the level at which he is at. Conor McGregor's back at a big weight tonight.
Good job, good job.
Conor McGregor steps inside the octagon and is ready to fight. Well, there have been so many great undisputed featherweight champions in UFC history. Max Holloway, Jose Aldo, Alexander Volkanovski, and this is the latest entrant, another guy who people believe could be just as special.
John, think about the names that you just listed. These are three of the greatest names the sport has ever seen. And this man is starting to build a resume where he stands alongside some of the greatest featherweight champions of all time. He is just a beast of an athlete. He is a beast of a champion, and he believes that tonight it will just be another notch on the belt as he keeps his championship belt.
We asked him in the fighter meeting, is this title challenger the toughest fight of your career? He smiled and said no comment. We'll see later tonight. Diego Lopes, set to fight the notorious Conor McGregor. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. All right, to get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, the notorious Conor McGregor. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Diego Lopes.
One of the best in the business, Mark Goddard, is our referee. Let's go. Well, for all the places we go in the world, few can hold up to this one. Good evening from T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Opened April of 2016. UFC went there for the first time at UFC 200, and they've been bringing big shows seemingly every other month ever since.
They call Vegas the fight capital of the world. And if you're talking about a home base for the UFC, you're talking about T-Mobile Arena, home to some of the biggest UFC events ever. UFC 200,
Ooh.
Conor McGregor versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. This place has been the home of some of the biggest UFC fights in history. Tonight, you get to take the same walk to that octagon to try to make your mark on the sport.
Some high-level, calculated striking on display here in the early going of this title fight, champ.
Yeah, it's a great fight, man. These two fighters have made their way to the pinnacle of the sport. They need to take their time and make sure they don't make any mistakes that are going to cost them a world championship.
Oh, and he defends another takedown there, so it looked like a pretty good entry, but once again, unable to get him down.
Great balance, great awareness, moved the head back inside, turned that double into a single, sprawled, and got away from his opponent. Great job. He does a great job getting out of that clinch position.
Oh, now the hook in the clinch by McGregor. Shooting for a takedown here, he is stuffed. You know, there's a showboating component to this type of defense, but it's been effective tonight.
Yeah, because it's showboating, but it's a beautiful display of it. Because in those movements, he's been able to evade just about every strike coming in his direction.
Well done to catch the kick. We'll see what he can do with it. Another left hand lands from McGregor. Always doing a nice job switching up the speed and the tempo as to how he throws.
What a beautiful head kick. He set that up perfectly. Now, he got his opponent hurt. Oh, nice kick.
Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You got to go close the show if you get a guy hurt that bad. You cannot back off and get your time.
Oh.
He's right for the picking. Go and pick the fruit.
Man, just a nasty elbow a moment ago, champ.
That was nasty, man. This guy has all the weapons.
Now goes to the uppercut. Lopes bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a cut on his lip. Thankfully, he's a lot tougher than I am. All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So the fighter now with a cut on his lip. That is something he's going to have to deal with. You see the cut man not wasting any time getting in there. We'll see if he can shut that thing and prevent it from being a factor for him moving forward. All right, there's the end of the round. So it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands. His opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
You okay? Ready? Let's go.
As advertised through 5, round 2 for the UFC Featherweight Championship. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after? Confidence is high. I repeat, confidence is high. I'm not sure he's ever fought more on instinct in the octagon than what we're seeing here tonight.
You can see that he has a clear mind. He's not thinking anymore. The instinct has taken over, and it's allowed for him to charge out ahead of his opponent.
Oh, that's the biggest shot of the fight thus far. How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's got to be over very soon. He's in the zone, right? Sometimes
Man, his opponent just continues to recover. We acknowledge that, but the striking advantage here is pretty crazy.
I mean, he just got to find the final blow. It looks like it's going to take one big one to end this night. He just have not been able to find that one shot.
Looks like he might attempt the guillotine now.
Oh, nice guillotine there.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory. Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger.
Oh, McGregor's in full guard now. Good work by the bottom fighter to prevent the pass. All right, rubber guard for him now, DC. We haven't seen you lean on this in the octagon.
No, I can't get those legs up there. Come on, man, look at these tree trunks. They don't go up around nobody's shoulder. I like to keep my feet on the ground, and I like to grind. That's what I'm known for. But this guy has that dexterity. He has that ability to throw up the rubber guard, to be able to threaten from a position where his opponent was trying to find safety.
They're all one of the best head kicks you'll ever see.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Oh, he's hurting for certain. Got to make an adjustment, I would think.
Yeah, this is the time for him to shoot for a takedown. Hoping that his opponent gets excited, overthrows, he's able to level change and take him to the mat.
There's the horn, an appreciative crowd responding in kind. He rocked his opponent multiple times there in that round, looked very confident in doing so. They might even bring in the RP.
I mean, it was relaxation at its finest, just so relaxed, so comfortable in the fire, which then allowed him to land these big strikes that had his opponent buzz on many, many occasions. But he cannot get desperate. Don't go crazy trying to finish the fight. Let it come to you.
Good. Ready? Let's go to work.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Oh, deep. Huge strike lands there. Somehow, his opponent stayed upright.
I mean, he's still on his feet, but he's not up by much.
Oh, nice strike by McGregor there.
I mean, Conor McGregor is a fantastic striker, and once again, that skill is on.
Well, why fix what's not broken? Why not go right back to that overhand here again? Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Oh! Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3.
Look at the redness on his body, man.
Up top. Might get the TKO here. Side control now. A lot of options to explore here.
Gotta watch his neck. That submission looks tight. Darce choke locked in. It's only a matter of time. But he cannot rush. He's got to control his opponent so that he doesn't lose.
Good movement defensively here on the ground by Diego Lopes. Oh, big shots raining down. All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. Conor McGregor gets back up.
That's exactly what they did. Congratulations, champ.
All right, to make this title fight official, here's Bruce.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Goddard has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 37 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout and new undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, the notorious Conor McGregor!
All right, so Conor McGregor came in with one of the best knockout ratios in mixed martial arts history, and he adds to his knockout total here tonight.
I mean, Conor McGregor is a beast, and that left hand